Hi, I'm Joey Santos, the online pastor here at Christ Church. Today we heard an amazing message about dealing with pain from Brad Wilson, our teaching pastor. Check it out.
And the truth is, that's not an accurate picture of God. That's not an accurate representation of God. That what we forget often in moments of pain, in seasons of suffering, when we go through trials, when we deal with a tragedy, is that as much as I wish this wasn't the case, is that God never promises anyone a life free from pain. Like God never promises that when we commit to following him, that when we commit, that when we hear the message of Jesus and say, I believe, and we respond to that, God never says that, okay, because you've believed and you've responded and you're going to be obedient and follow me, that I'm going to make your life pain-free. All right? And so don't make the mistake this morning of, if you're in a season right now that's very difficult, that you're struggling to find answers, that you're struggling with pain, that you're suffering, that you're just like, I want to get through this. Don't make the mistake of thinking God has abandoned you, because he hasn't. Pain is often the process by which we go through to produce spiritual growth. Because easy times in life, what happens is when life is easy, we often become spiritually indifferent. But when times get difficult, it's crazy how we often then become spiritually dependent. And one of the things I wrestle with all the time is I want to be spiritually dependent all the time when things are good, but for whatever the reason, it's like when things are good, when life is just going the way we want it to, things are great at work, things are great at home, things are great in all the areas of our lives, our kids are having success, our parents are having success, everyone's healthy, when everything's good, it's like we tend to slowly drift from God. But when things are bad, we come back to God. And sometimes I think we forget that God wants us not to be indifferent towards him. God wants us to be dependent on him. And if there's anyone that wants our lives to be easy, it's Satan. Satan loves it when we're indifferent. Satan loves it when we're not dependent on God. Satan loves it when we depend on ourselves. He loves it when we seek our own satisfaction. He loves it when we seek to fulfill ourselves and not to find that fulfillment through Christ. He loves it when we do that, because he knows that the further we drift from God, the less and less of an impact we're going to make in the kingdom.
Well, I don't know what you're going through right now, the circumstances of your life, but I really would encourage you right now. We are sharing with the link below where you can go and watch the full service. Gather your family, your friends. Summer is a busy season. I know you may be on vacation or sometimes just traveling for work. I want to encourage you, just don't let that go by. Stay current on what we're sharing here at Christ Church. And that's one of the advantages of the online campus that can bring to you the service that you missed by not being here in the building. Take advantage. You go, watch the service, talk about it, have some discussions, have some conversations. Also, if you're not able to be here this weekend or online, you can give online. So we're going to share also the link where you can give online and be part of what God's doing here. The impact that you're making by giving is tremendous. It's exciting to see all that God is doing through Christ Church locally and globally. And I'm excited that you're part of it. Take advantage, enjoy the service, and I hope to see you here next week.